Hello and welcome back to GoodKnitKisses. I'm your host Kristen, and today I want to demonstrate how to use the Boye electric yarn ball winder. And you may have seen this at the store or online and wondered how it is, how it's used, any tips and tricks about it. There's a couple of things on it that I'd like to point out, and you may notice if I have any trouble while we are winding this small ball here. That way we're not going through everything. I want you to see it from start to finish. And I'm going to kind of point out a couple of different things. Right now you've got it plugged in. You have to have it on a flat surface. I wasn't able to get to use this on my folding craft table. And if you have a table like this one that has like a little line through it or something like that, the suction cup that's on the bottom side won't stay. It's like I can't get the suction to stay here, but I have to do it on the end here. It works on wood tables. It didn't work on glass, and it didn't work on my folding craft table because of the texture. Something else that I had a challenge with was the guide hook. The guide hook has this little opening in the front, and then it goes towards the back. Now the tendency is to want to put your yarn off to the side. The problem is I wanted to kind of have things towards the front so I could sit down in front of it, because I want to be able to monitor this side and this side. The problem is you have to hold your yarn back this way because it'll continually pop out and then mess up in the guide and that kind of thing. Also, you need to have some extra yarn off of the hank or the skein. And this little part here, which is the notch on the ball holder tube, is what they call this. This doesn't hold, or didn't hold the yarn in very well. When I was doing it, it would constantly spin out, and it could catch. So you kind of have to watch that, or at least in the beginning. And I found it on the first ball that I ever did. It took me a while. So I'm going to show you how to guide this in. So we've got our yarn, and we're going to take our strand here, and it says to pull out 2 or 3 feet, so I've already got kind of some slack of 2 or 3 feet. Going to wind it through what they're calling the guide hook, okay, so in there, and then we're going to go around this little metal S tension guide is what they call that. And so we're going to go around and the back and the front of this peg, and then back here, and then this little part here is the guide bar, and then there's like a little notch. And so you put the yarn through there and through this little hole. Okay, so yarn guide bar, and then there's a notch on the guide bar. Then this is the tube, the ball holder tube, and then you want to come around, and then there's a little notch. There's 2 notches here, right here, and there you want to have them horizontal. Now the directions tell you to put it in the notch, make these horizontal, and then put this in. But it actually starts with trying to get this machine stuck in stable first. But I'm showing you this way so I can move it around and show you those other little parts. So the way you get this to stay to the table is you put this big handle, the carrying handle, down. Okay, and then this little lever back here is the suction cup lever, and then you pull it up. Okay, and then it gets it sort of in position, and then you push it down, and it controls the suction cup at the bottom. Now, I'm pushing pretty hard, and it's not coming off, so this is very stable, which I really like. Okay, so we're ready to turn it on. It's just one control. It goes high or low, and we're going to see how this goes, and you'll see if I have to manipulate it. All right, I'm going to start off kind of slow, get this on here. Looks like that this is holding this time. Okay, now see, it's a little bit tight. See, I'm not actually controlling it. You'll start hearing this thing kind of stress. Okay, if you hear it stress, it's because it's pulling directly from the skein. So if I start turning it up, I don't want to ruin my motor. So what's probably going to have to happen is I actually have to help it a little bit and pull some tension out. So I don't feel like I can sit here and just use this unattended. I mean, you wouldn't use it unattended, but I feel like you have to help the machine. It's not just flip a switch and it does it for you. So I'm kind of getting ahead of it a little bit. And if you have a knot or something, then you may have to turn off your machine. Okay, I'm getting close to that, so I'm going to stop. But you can see it's really starting to work up a nice little ball here. So now I've got this little knot out. Turn it back on. get to another knot. I'm trying to show this in real time. Alright. And it can go up really high. I mean, it'll go high. You just need to have a lot off of it. So you take this little guide bar down, take your little part that's stuck in the tube. This actually stayed really well. Wow, you'd think I would plan this, but no, it actually didn't work as well the first time I did it. So we'll pull this off. This is going to be the center pull of your little ball here, your cake. So you pull it off, and then what you do is just sort of collapse it. And then now this is ready to be put in your stash. And so you've got a nice center pull. Okay? And so if this was a piece that you're trying to measure to find out how much yarn that you had, and then you want to put it in a counter, I'm actually going to do another video next, and we're going to count and see how much yarn was in this little ball here, and I'll show you how to do that. So stay tuned for my next video, and thanks for tuning in to Good Knit Kisses, and we were talking about the Boye electric yarn ball winder. Have a great day, and happy knitting, looming, and crochet. Bye-bye.